sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
3rd and long for Winston. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Here we go.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability. Finish the catch.
Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Throwing a slant pattern here, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 102 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 1st and 10 for Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Dalton. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where...
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Dalton throwing on second down. And he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Dalton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow it down? Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Second down, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on 1st down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Quan Alexander in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here we go now.
Second down, Dalton. And he's got room. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcon. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. A first update now from Cleveland, and an early advantage in that one for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Dalton here from the gun. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. At 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And this one is incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing on first down, Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton, he sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Jameis to throw it. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On play action, Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Deion Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy.
who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. This will be Dalton again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Dalton sets up play action. Steps away to his left. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15.
Illegal blocking the down. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Dalton. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Trying to lay one up deep. He's got it at the 15. A big gain of 31 on third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
From the gun, Dalton. His pass caught at the 4. And he's brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Operating from the gun. Dalton incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Passing, it's Dalton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Dalton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Big 4th down conversion for the And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to pump from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Play action now, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. From the gun, Winston. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
3rd and long for Winston. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones in there for the 20th time this year. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Dalton, 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the... And got his man, complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Now let's go. Over.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He's going to fire one deep, middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. To throw here, Dalton. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. from midfield here, Dalton. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun. Dalton, wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So Dalton now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Keeps himself upright. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Here we go now. 3, watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Watch the screen. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
4th down. Dalton wants to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Harrison. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 12 yards is the pickup there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And it'll be Dalton again. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's Dalton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. And Dalton to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
All right, Captain, let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping off. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know what?
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field.